Gambling in moderation, porn in moderation.
What do you guys think about, do you think that if a guy is horny and he goes out and tries to find a woman in public, that's better than going online? To go meet a woman for the first time and go out
to just hook up?
Whatever. Yeah, you're just going out to
I think
like,
hookup culture is just as terrible.
Right, so it's like, what is worse? Go online and beat it?
But why do you have to meet someone
both
at a
are
club?
bad.
Why not like at a community
Both are bad.
event
A
or-
random person.
Both are bad.
Yeah,
But I mean,
why
some people
either?
benefit from it. It's an industry, so this
But which
is a
is
free
worse?
country, you know?
Why is it bad? Why?
Psychologically, that's all.
Because
It's not bad for you. It's not bad for you.
I'm saying, why is it bad for, like, if people, like, what's wrong with hookup culture? I don't engage in it personally because I'm boring, but I'm just
sexual
wondering.
diseases, single
STDs.
motherhood,
For starters.
Pregnancy.
Okay.
inability to hold a
Motherhood is
long-term
a big one,
relationship.
But why would we want
Is
to stop
haram?
it for everybody else? Like, we don't want to do it. Why don't we can just not.
We didn't say we're going to stop. We just say we don't like it. It doesn't mean you can't do it.
But you
Is it
think
better
you
if
don't like
someone
it for
stays
everybody,
home,
or you
though?
don't like it for yourself?
If you stay home, you're not going to get someone pregnant. You're not going to get an STI.
There we go.
You're just masturbating at home.
I mean, as he was saying, kind of skirting TOS here, I mean, couldn't you say that we as a society, in order to stop the spread of a certain disease, we actually enacted laws to prevent certain activities, certain mandates, and you could, I mean, I'm not trying to fucking compare hookup culture to COVID here,
1984.
but you could argue, like, for example, like there's a rise in STDs.
Okay.
Since
Here,
the
like,
advent,
like
since
gonorrhea, what kind of STDs?
syphilis, gonorrhea.
Okay.
I think something
Terrible
actually
things.
recently in Texas, women in Texas, I forgot which city, but in the past 3 or 4 years, there's been like 150% fold increase in syphilis in women in some like Texas city or some shit. So
I
like
think we can educate
STDs.
people on that, right? We can educate people on safe sex, but at the end of the day, it's their decision. I have no interest in telling people.
Yeah, but
don't
like,
do
come
it.
on, let's not kid. Like, people be fucking without condoms and shit.
Yeah, and that's their decision. I'm not going to sit here and be like,
But all
stop.
the
I don't
education on
care.
safe sex is not going to get someone to change that behavior.
So what is us saying like, oh, this is so wrong, hookup culture?
Well, also, even if you wear a condom, you can still get herpes.
Yeah, you can, but I'm saying
And
these are,
HPV.
we should tell people about the risk, but if they want to engage in it, I don't care enough to tell them to, like, what, why,
home, go
what
make
is, it's
money
not
or
our
something.
business.
What about what about drug use?
What do you mean, what about drug use?
Well, I mean, you know, we can, in our personal lives, we can say, okay, well, drug use is bad, but you can also say, maybe society-wide, this isn't like the best thing. Maybe we should, I'm not saying we should fucking like pass laws to like ban hookup culture, but like we could say like, okay, this is not good.
So you're doing this because you don't want people to get more STDs, and you feel like this is like a pertinent issue in society right now, the rise of STDs, and like we should just be really pushing.
Well, there's other factors why I think hookup culture is not great.
Okay, why?
Do you want the other factors?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because if it's
I
just the
don't
rise
think
of
men,
STDs,
I don't think
feel
men
like
or
this is-
women are happy with hookup culture.
Who are you to say that they're not happy with hookup culture, though?
How
like
often
I'm
do you
not.
hear? How often do you hear? It's either men who are incapable of finding a relationship, or women who you'll hear from women. I'm tired of these fuck boys. These guys, they just want to fuck. Like, I think both men and women are desirous of long-term relationships, and hookup culture is it doesn't coincide with building long-term relationships.
For some people, it does. Like, I mean, there are people who complain like that, but there are a lot of people who don't. Like, we're in a bubble. There's a lot of online communities that are like, this is terrible. But I feel like if you
Average girls who go to college, or average guys who go to college, are just as likely to say, "Oh, hookup culture sucks."
Can I ask
so
you-
if everyone thinks that, why do some people still choose to engage?
Because
in
everybody's so horny. We need sex, y'all. Stop acting like y'all don't know we horny.
I just don't know.
Shit, we
Motherfuckers
need-
horny.
That's a part of
Motherfuckers
health. Y'all don't know that that's a part of being a healthy human. You have to fuck.
Yeah, but
Hello?
are you willing to die in order to achieve
Well,
that?
obviously everybody is.
Yeah, okay, so has there
Obviously
been an
everybody
increase in
is,
deaths
right?
now
Can I
because
ask
of
a
Because they
question?
still fucking,
you're in
and
the-
they know the risk.
You're
Who's
in a
dying?
very-
Who's dying?
You're in a very vulnerable position when you open up your body like that to a stranger
I
or somebody
agree.
like you just met. I don't know. I don't understand.
We all
Tell me,
strangers,
but
though. In the
the whole-
beginning.
the
Wait,
thing
so
is,
Your
are you
mama and
saying
daddy
you've never
was
had a
strangers.
one-night
when we
stand?
need it.
Are you saying you've never had a one-night stand?
no.
Oh, shit. You
Ever?
missing out, girl.
Do you drink?
I haven't.
Stop the cap.
So
Well, no, they always come back. Sorry.
what do you think I think like one of the main ingredients in a hookup is alcohol. So what are they going to do?
Should we ban alcohol? I don't know, Brian. What do you think?
I mean, you could actually make an argument that
Go back to
No, I
prohibition.
just don't
Did that work?
understand how
But see, that
the
doesn't
orange.
work.
Don't you? Okay, whoever has had a one night stand, like women, aren't you kind of scared that he could do things that you're not comfortable with or hurt you? You're such in a vulnerable position with somebody you don't really know. I don't know. It would freak me out. Like I
Not
can't
if
be
you drunk.
comfortable like that. Like
Or if
Okay.
you're rolling, girl, you don't
guess-
think about none of that.
I guess when I'm in the bathroom before that instant kicks in. So yeah.
Take a little coat. Take a little.
Well,
You're funny.
Single men are one of the main money makers for OnlyFans, so there's that aspect too, right?
Yeah, they're one of them, but they're also.
But it's like
Nonsense.
obviously there are some couples, but it's
Yeah.
a lot of mass. Probably like 80%.
I think you'd be
right?
surprised
Something
about
like
the
that.
amount of women who don't care if their man watches porn or is on OnlyFans.
Yeah, and
a lot of
like I
them
said,
don't
there's
care.
definitely cut queens. There's people of every.
I don't
flavor
think
and
they're
every
cut
kind.
queens. I just think that they don't care. Like I wouldn't care if my boyfriend watched porn.
Some people are neutral. Some people are.
I'm not a cut queen. I don't even know
Are
what that is.
against it.
Well,
but-
don't search for stuff.
But
You won't find anything if you don't know. You don't know. You're
Isn't
fine.
a cut queen? You're saying they enjoy it, or like,
yeah, the women that enjoy their men looking.
I don't
and
think
getting
some
off of
women
their
just
women
don't care. Like if
exclusively.
you're allowed to look at women online, I don't have to be the only woman you ever see ever. And
I mean, that's how you facilitate your relationships. But the thing is, I think that affects how committal a relationship is, depending to what degree, especially. So
how so?
Because wouldn't it be more romantic if a guy only has eyes for you and only sees you and vice versa, and the
Okay.
girl only
Well,
is
you
interested
can
in
be
you?
romantic yourself. Why do I have to? I don't want to be romantic. Why do I have to
Because-
be romantic?
Because we all have to live in this culture.
So we should
our
all be
kids have to live in
romantic
it.
and commit to each other so you feel better?
No, romance facilitates really healthy relationships and happy families, and not having, for example, single mothers having to struggle and raise their kid. It's hard. My single mother raised me. It's not easy.